Hello, everyone. Back on the beta world once again. I've got some interesting stuff planned for this recording, and some not so interesting stuff. I've still got quite a ways to go with the rail line, but I'll probably end up doing a large portion of that off the camera, just for the sake of it takes forever. More importantly, I did some land prospecting, and I think I have a pretty cool idea for our next project, which I think you all might like. First things first here, I'm going to collect some of these flowers. And actually, I need some cobblestone and stone slabs as well. But we're going to finally finish that flower pot outside of the train station. Do I not have any stone slabs? So it would seem. Well, I'll let these cook up and I will be right back with you. Got our stone slabs and we're ready to go. So, I guess some backstory here. I've always been what's the word I'm looking for here? Interested? Yeah, always been quite interested in uh, the more fantasy sort of topics. It's always been a great interest of mine. Um, Happens to align quite well with the medieval sort of thing because many of the fantasy races, elves, dwarves, orc, the sorts of things, they all are quite it's not typical to see them in a modern setting, uh, or at least what they are usually depicted as. I think that's nice. Uh, so where I'm going with this is I am a big fan of the whole fantasy genre. So I want to make a dwarven city, which I think will be quite cool. Um, and I was doing a little looking around. Obviously, I need to go out that direction. Um, quite a ways yet for the trail or the rail, um, the railway. But I wanted to do a little look and see what I was getting myself into, and came across a beautiful bit of land that I really got to get used to these chests here. That I quite enjoyed. I thought it was looked excellent. So I will show it off and kind of explain to you what my idea is, because I want to do that in the near future here. I I haven't forgotten about the village. It's not much of a village. It's kind of two buildings and a rail station so far. No walking paths, no other sorts of establishment. So I've got to work on that yet. But you know, passion draws me elsewhere. So I'm going to follow that for a while. So I suppose the best thing to do here would be to kind of just show you. So I guess I'll do a time lapse here of me making my way towards the area I'm talking about. I keep forgetting to bring beds. It's really becoming a problem. So, having just waited the night away, we are here. This is about the area I saw that really piqued my interest. Um, huh, never noticed that. But this gravel, I mean, the gravel's cool, but it's really what's over here. I believe over here. I forget which mountain it is specifically. We'll see. Probably turn off F1 now. Yeah, I believe it's this. Yeah, it is. Here we go. This is the stuff. Now, this is what I'm talking about here. These are some awesome looking mountains here. I think this would be the perfect spot for a sort of dwarven entrance. I don't know which one you call it, but the entrance to the dwarven catacombs, something like that. But no, this is beautiful. I think this looks excellent. My thought was, um, if I come over here, over this way, it's either that hill or that hill. Let me find out. If I look number wise, yeah, it looks like it's that one. I think around 717 is where I wrote it down somewhere. Hold on, let's see. Um, yeah, yep, yeah. Negative 717 is the line where the rail's at. So like straight that way, I would meet up with the rail at some point. But it's carving like slightly through these mountains here. So I think it would be awesome to have like a dwarven station sort of halfway in the mountain. Um, and the entrance goes down, and there's another rail that brings you over and across over to the main sort of area where that gravel is. I think that would be excellent because then it's like 200 more blocks that way. We take the we take a right and it would head over towards the snowy area, which I also am really looking forward to building in. But that's kind of the idea. So this is, I'll have to check my numbers again. We're at, yeah, like 13, negative 1400, and the bridge ends at around 700. So yeah, we've got like another 700 blocks to go in order to get over to here. So it's going to be quite an ordeal, but we'll get there. I think it'll be really worth it. The landscape is definitely cool along the way. Um, and I think I might try and design like a more wooden sort of bridge design. The one we currently have is like the stone one, uh, modeled after aqueducts. But I think I'm gonna try and make like a wooden sort of design for, when you're in the forest and you're just going over a small little area. In fact, I may end up replacing the one section at the start of the rail with that same design. Either way, ooh, pumpkins. I'm actually gonna harvest these. Uh, but yeah, that's kind of the thought here. So I don't know if I'm gonna start that this episode. There is still much to do at the village, and I think I have a cool idea for a house or another building. Um, I'm trying to not have them all look like identical. Although I guess it wouldn't be uncommon for them to be very similar, um, but not to the degree of being like block for block. But yeah, these hills are massive, and I mean, I think it's just like the perfect area. It's right in between. We can incorporate it into the rails without much headache. More pumpkins, and it'll head off into the sunset towards the snowy area with relative ease. So I mean, what's not to like? But those are my crazy ideas while I ramble on. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm saying it here now so I can kind of convey to you what I want to do, but also I can look back on this if I ever forget and kind of figure out what my thoughts and plans were. Um, I know some people write stuff down. I probably should, but it truly is the the constant battle between should and do. Um, and although I should write it down, I do not. So either way, that's what's going on here. Actually, one other thing I wanted to bring up while I'm making my way back to the village is I mentioned in the last episode, potentially using like a dedicated server with a camera account to get some cool shots, like time lapse shots. And uh, I gave it a shot, but when I would try and import the beta mine, the single player world, the one I'm playing on right now, into the server, it would not play nice. It didn't actually load the world. I'm not sure why. I don't know if it's a difference in like data structure in between the server and the like single player client, but I don't know. I'm unaware of anything that could help fix it. I might try some more, but you know, I can say I tried. I can confidently say I tried, and it did not work. So we'll be stuck with first person sort of time lapses, but I don't think that's too much an issue. Um, So, yeah, there you go. I think that's like a good 15 minutes of rambling. Thinking about it, I just grabbed some dirt. I think we can do a little bit of terraforming. Mainly, I want to get that little spot underneath. Oh my, hold on. Is the gameplay not capturing? It is not. Oh goodness. That's quite unfortunate. Has it been recording audio? I do not know. I might have had the wrong scene selected, so I couldn't see it. Either way, if it was recording audio, great. If it was not, terribly sorry. I thought we were over the audio troubles. Um, Left those behind in episode 2. That's okay though. Well, I mean, carry on. Right, that's that. Alright. Now, normally it would be drastically against my every fiber of my being to just cover up a cave like that. I would have to fill it in. But considering it's lit up and no mobs will spawn in there, I can, clean conscious, cover that up and not worry about it. I can't think of anything else I needed or wanted to terraform. Um, and I mean, with that in mind, I think it might be time once more to mine some cobblestone and continue the bridge, because that's going to be very convenient if we're going to be consistently working on the dwarven area. Hmm. Oh, they don't have water. I wonder why that is. I thought I had planned for it to be close enough. No, I mean, yeah. Eh, that's alright. I suppose a problem for another day. Well, I mean, you've all seen how this goes, provided you watched the last episode, which if you haven't, you totally should. So I'm going to just kind of get to work here. I'm over here working on. Oh, zombie. I'm over here working on obviously extending the bridge. And I'm thinking to myself, wouldn't it be nice to have like a more dense, like, arch setup for when I'm really close to the ground or something. But, what the one I have is already quite dense. I mean, it's just like 7 blocks of space. So an idea came to me, and you just saw the enactment of it, and we're about to see what this kind of looks like together here. But I thought, why not get rid of the pillar between them and have it just kind of arch on its own? Now, I don't think that's a good example. I think I'm going to do it on that one as well and give it a shot. I think that'll be a better visual, but that looks promising. That looks very promising. I like... Okay. There we go. So it should be, if I just... It's unfortunate to break some of this stone here, because then I have to re-smelt it if I don't like this, but again, I mean, this looks really promising here. Grab these. Okay, yeah, no, that actually looks really good. That looks really cool. Okay. Unfortunate that the sun has to go down right now. But I actually I enjoy that, especially with the one smaller arch over there. I think that really sort of seals the deal. I might have to put this one back. That looks really cool, though. Oh yeah, that right there, that is excellent. That is absolutely excellent. Freaking sweet. I don't know how much more rail I'm gonna be. Well, no, I still have the materials. It's not like it's gonna cost me any materials to get rid of the arches. But, man oh man, is that ever worth it? That looks so cool. So yeah, I'm gonna do that over here, and I'll get back to you when I do. Yeah, I think I like it. I think I like it a lot. I decided to keep these two as normal, or I guess, no, yeah, it'd be normal. I decided to keep these as normal, so that when I broke these, it lined up properly with this one over here. Um, but I mean, it also helps that it looks nice like that. But this definitely, I mean, this feels way more open. It's less cluttered. There didn't need to be so much going on there. I'm quite pleased with the outcome here. Same with over here. I mean that's great. This is great. I mean it looks. I'm happy I thought of this. Now that I'm done faffing about with the design of it, I can actually continue on my placing of actual rail. Might be helpful to do that. So once again, I'll be back. Well, considering we started around there and we've gone about here, um, I'd say that went pretty well. It's definitely a lot nicer, a lot less resource intensive. An entire less pillar of cobblestone and stone, so it's hard to argue against the um, more efficient nature of it, which is great. But let's see. Started around 8:40, and convenient because I have to go back because it's turning nighttime anyways. Right around 100 blocks, which isn't bad for what I've done. So I guess I'll try and do some of that every episode, but we'll see. I don't know if I'm actually going to have the time to record anything else. I might end up, this might end up being the last of it. Oh, goodness. And that's precisely why I'm heading back here. Hello there, Editor T Baltic here. You can assume by hearing me that there was, in fact, no more time to do anything. I've had a busy week and really only got the chance to do stuff yesterday, Thursday. But that's all right. I'll probably end up doing some more bridge building while I'm at it. Figure I don't need to have all of that in camera now that the building style is a little more consistent and hopefully not going to have any changes happen to it. But we shall see. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you didn't, dislike it. Either way, leave a comment. I'd love to hear some feedback from you. And if you really enjoyed it, feel free to subscribe. I wish you the best in your day to day.